Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is, I never left you. Hi, homeless in America. Hello. So, I'm watching, um, I don't know, clips of people's live streams, I guess, because then they'll put them up, and take them down, and what I think sometimes is good to do is to actually, like, you don't know how many videos I have made and never uploaded because, instead of doing it live, I'll record it first and get my anger out. And, there's sometimes I've been pretty happy I didn't, like, no, Mr. Tim. But, um, it's always amazing to me when I keep hearing this particular, channel creator there, keep referring to, her friends, her supporters as her people. Like, and thinks nothing of not even proving stuff they've done. And if they make a comment that she doesn't like, berating them, I mean, I can't even imagine that somebody would have the audacity to keep thinking that they dictate to the people that are in their channel, where they can go and stuff like that. Like, that's just crazy. It really is crazy. And just, when you guys are, watching these people and stuff, I noticed that a lot of them, they have a very common phrase that they say. They say, I've got the recording. I can show it to you. But they don't. Want to know something else I think is weird? How does somebody show text messages um, from their old phones, from like over a year ago? And even if they were videos that they made and and then, like, even still their channels have been taken down, so the videos aren't even there. How does somebody show text messages from phones they lost and had to get people to buy them new ones? Hi, Simka. How you doing? I've been wondering about you. I've been hoping that you're all good with you. Like, how does somebody do that? How do they, like, you know, still have so-called proof of all this stuff on phones that they so-called lost, like every other month? I don't even understand that. how could there be any? I mean, the phones have been lost, like, what, at least? How many phones have been lost and gone? At least four or something? I mean, how could any? And another thing is, in actuality, no, I really don't think most people are wondering if there was a paternity test done here or if this person said that, 2 years ago or no, I don't think that has to be relevant anymore. I think things like that could be, moved on from for everybody. Now, I didn't watch Chicken Winner's live stream where, I don't know. I wish she would, like, I wish I knew, like, somebody who was in that particular live stream. Mr. Tim, were you there, or was anybody that's here in there that day? Because what occurred in that, there that, I'll tell you what fucking term I'm getting, like, a little sick of hearing, like, related with kids. And I've seen that same person use that term. That's why I find it hard to believe that it would be a woman saying pop their cherry. I find it hard to believe. I do. I'm sorry. I find that really hard to believe that that's not possibly, maybe a conjoint effort of a woman and a man there. Because what do you guys think about that phrase? Isn't it disgusting? Isn't that phrase disgusting? Can you guys still hear me? There's 24 people here at 6:22 and nobody can say anything. Petrified? I mean, I don't know. Am I mute? Is this being streamed to Willie Ross School for the Deaf? I don't even know. Is it? Yeah. Okay, Simka, thank you. I don't even know who Willie Ross is. I just like, oh, you heard it? Okay, Tander. See, I didn't hear the live. The only thing I've heard is clips. Is clips from two other awful people. You know what I mean? It's all awful. Ah, Simka. Smart. Very, very smart. How's that working out for you, Simka? No, you seem like a very even keeled person, but So what I'm not understanding is I could see. Actually, I just can't see. I don't understand it. If some man that I just it's such a subject that is so I don't even know. But I'll tell you what, Jules is getting on my nerves. Yeah, I know. Around the holidays too, right? Sometimes play bingo. You play bingo. Okay, Tanja. Do you have family, Simka, around? Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, she got kids, so it's probably hard for both of you right now. Does she live with you? I mean, like, seems like you're pretty popular. Obviously, you know, seems like you are. But I can't imagine. You guys were together for a very long time, right? I can't even imagine. Yeah, I really can't. My 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 hopes for you that you get a little sign this Christmas and this, you know, like I just hope you get multiple signs that even if they're just signs that you make into signs yourself because they're your own personal signs, you know. Do you still? You're a very nice person, Simka, and it's easy for me to understand that somebody found a wonderful friend, like, like in your mind sometimes. A friend, a partner, soulmate for that long. It's easy for me to like, in my opinion, to see that you could have had wonderful conversations all day and even passionate arguments and debates and laughs and stuff. And I think that is something to be so thankful for because some people never even make it to the age of consent to ever even experience that. Like, or they make it well over the age of consent and never experience that. And I'm not saying don't that be great. I'm just trying to, like, even for myself, sometimes I try to find things that are, something I've done that somebody else hasn't, just to try to feel like, you know, even though there was some things that I didn't get to do in life, there were some things that I did. And I am happy for people who, although Marty Feldman, it still really gets me that, he got married and I didn't, but he's obviously more attractive than me. Oh, saying that term? You're not being trashed. I didn't hear the thing she said. Munchie. I didn't hear them. But I do think that in prior times that she's been, like had a live stream and then deleted it, it would appear to me that as we all have, as we all have, that there was some trauma in the. I was kidding. I know I'm not as. I know that Marty Feldman isn't better looking than me, Simka. um, possible trauma. Um, and I don't even know how I would handle that. Just like how Simka's saying, she lost her husband, and then I've got my own. Like all of us don't really know how. Sometimes at some point and with social media now. Before it was, AA, where you would say your testimony and nobody would leave and make fun of it, you know? Oh, I hear you. Is Munchie still in here? I'm just saying I didn't see it. You have heard others use that, Munchie? Isn't it a bad term? Like, I've seen other, like, yeah, I hate that term. Were you really up in the Berkshires this past weekend? Or last weekend or something, Munchie? Nice weekend, too, wasn't it? I didn't hear it, Munchie. So Munchie, I didn't hear it then. So I can't speculate, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to, man. I'm tired. I just don't want to art. I like having conversation. Like I'd like to talk to you about the Berkshires instead of, what goes on here and how, like if you went to where Norman Rockwell was, what is that, Stock, Stockbridge? And there's like an inn there called, a restaurant, the Red Lion. Oh, no, 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 no. That's not the thing about that. Okay, but don't worry about it. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the Berkshires. It looked very nice where you were driving. Do you like Norman Rockwell? Is that why you went there? I'm never a real big fan of Norman Rockwell. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Want me to wait 2 minutes and 40? It is really nice up there in the Berkshires. I'll tell you what, I think to myself, when I'm out in places like that where it's like, like you can see off the edge of, or the mountains, and it's just, pure all trees, 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 thick forest, right? And it's like really dark. I think to myself back then, get the trace part? Okay, well, I don't, I can't, the trace part, I don't know what that means. Yeah, the Berkshires, right? Doesn't it make you think about like back when, before it was all populated and it was Indians, like how scary it was. Even New York is, oh, I've never been upstate New York, but I hear it's just as beautiful. Well, have you ever been to Niagara Falls? Always kills me when I think about those. They have these things now where, the urbex exploring. And remember when we were kids and we would see the honeymoon ads for Niagara Falls, and like these honeymoon suites with the heart shaped, tub, and the big old one shaped like a champagne glass. That one would scare the crap out of me. Sitting in a big old champagne glass. What was that? But now all of those, I mean, like, I guess they really cheated that guy out of, who made those hot tubs and stuff, those bathtubs. Oh, Westchester, that's where Clinton lives. I had a dream about Westchester one time, and I never knew that. I mean, I feel like it was. Oh, that was the Poconos? Okay. But that's still New York, isn't it? That is still New York, right? That's not Niagara Falls still? But they're all abandoned now. All those places that we would look at with the ads. Really? I should explain this dream to you and see if this area would sound familiar to you. Okay? Want me to? Oh, okay. Look it up and then come back because I want to explain this dream. Because before I knew about Westchester, where did you go for your honeymoon, Simca? I didn't go anywhere. I had a nightmare, and I woke up crying from it. It was so real. I never forgot it. I never forgot the nightmare. And that was the first time I ever heard of somewhere called Westchester because it was in the dream. And then that's when I found out. Did you? That's so weird. I was just going to say I went to Disney World, though, but not on my honeymoon. But I would go on my honeymoon. Goofy. Poor Goofy, man. When I see Goofy, I'm like, I don't know. This lady one time was looking at my pictures from Walt Disney World, and we were, well, wherever Goofy was where I was. Not that I'm goofy, but and she said there's a picture, with me and him, and I'm like hug. And it was probably a girl in the costume. Poor thing. It wasn't like I was moving her. You know what I'm saying? I just like Goofy. But the lady goes, "Oh my God, your face looks like is lit up like a little girl." Yeah, and it's abandoned now. It's abandoned now. All and those hot tubs are like in disrepair and everything. And wow, man, I was reading this story about the pollution in the water underneath in that town. Holy moly. I just said, geez, oh, Pete's, this was like the honeymoon capital of the frickin' country when I was growing up, you know? But it wasn't the Poconos. That was the Niagara that I was talking about. Because they had them there too, right? Those honeymoon lodges. But you could be right. Yeah, Poconos probably even more so. Oh, but Munchie. But Munchie. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. I was, see, I am stupid, kind of like Beavis and Butthead in a way. Oh, I was going to tell you something about the dream that I had about Westchester, and I wanted you to tell me if anywhere in Westchester it's like this, because I had never, ever, ever heard of Westchester before, and then I had a dream where I was walking, and it was walking down like a dirt road, though, where there was one of those, brown signs that this town would put up with carved in with gold, painted gold writing or something. Maybe not gold, but whatever. Okay, Simka. Um, and it said, "Welcome to Westchester." And so, like, it was a brown wooden sign, but it was more in like a rural. Now, remember, this is 20 years ago that I had this dream. And then as I was walking, it came to, I saw like this, it was a perfect blue sky, and it was an open area, surrounded though by, like, I feel like tall pine trees that it was, all green grass, and it had a brown, like, house on it, like, I don't know, old style kind of house with one of those wraparound porches. It wasn't a huge house. It was just like, I don't know, looked like something like a little house on the prairie house. I loved it. And they were going to take it by eminent domain and make it into a quarry. But I'm sure in Westchester there's probably loads of signs, welcome to Westchester and stuff. But it was just so weird. The lady was so sad about, I don't know, like, it was sad. It was a sad dream. I woke up crying from it because I felt so bad. Like, there was more to it, but I'll let you get back to cooking. And I'll let the other 25 silent people go back to cooking too. It's funny when people say they don't want drama, but then somebody comes and they do regular conversation. People don't talk to them. But I think they're not talking is like part of their drama. It's weird to me. Please let them talk to them.